What is going on, everyone? Leon checking in, and we're at it again with another video. In today's video, we'll be unboxing the Pixel 5, comparing it to the Pixel 4 XL, and doing an initial startup. This is the start of the Pixel 5 playlist where we cover this device long-term and in detail. If you have a previous generation Pixel and you're unsure if the Pixel 5 is right for you, Google provides a comparison tool on the Google Store. As always, I only feature products that I buy or would like to buy. This gives the channel more credibility and appeal because we feature items that interest me and change the way we live. Don't have time to watch the whole video? We're now a podcast you can find on multiple platforms by searching for Pixels Cracked. And if you are listening to this on a podcast, you can find the YouTube channel by searching for Pixels Cracked as well. All things said, let's go ahead and get into it. The Pixel 5 is the ultimate 5G Google phone, as Google calls it. It starts at $699, which undercuts the Pixel 4 XL's price of $899, a decrease in $200. You can see the Pixel 5 packaging is the smaller of the two. Google deleted hardware and software features and reduced the device size, creating a minimalist design and justifying the lower price point. Although there are a reduction in capabilities for Pixel 5, improvements were made as well. So let's get into the unboxing. Contents include the Pixel 5, product information with SIM tool, quick switch adapter, 18-watt power adapter, and USB-C cable. Just like the 4XL, Pixel 5 is available in two color options. There's just black, as you can see on my unit, and then sort of sage. The back of the just black unit looks more gray though. Let's talk about dimensions, materials, and design. Again, the Pixel 5 is noticeably smaller than the 4XL. When it comes to the back, Pixel 5 features a 100% recycled aluminum casing with Pixel imprint covered in a bioresin compared to the 4XL soft touch glass back. This bioresin material feels like extremely fine grit sandpaper, which provides improved grip. I was never a fan of glass backs because of their increased fracture potential. Pixel 4 XL also had an outside lip, which showed signs of wear from case removal for cleaning. Pixel 5's minimal design case appears to be a durability improvement. This means there's not an active edge, which I'll miss. Active edge allowed you to squeeze the phone to trigger the Google Assistant. However, wearable augments like Pixel Buds and Wear OS should help with triggering the Assistant when not using the trigger phrase. The Pixel 5 carries over the same water-resistant rating of IP68 with dust protection included. The power button and volume rocker retain their familiar location, with the power seeing an appearance change. The USB-C port is located in the same area as well. The SIM location is located towards the bottom of the Pixel 5 this year, but the 5 still employs the eSIM. Personally, I love the eSIM because it simplifies switching between devices. Next, we have the always-on display, and although the Pixel 5's footprint is noticeably smaller, the display size decreases only slightly. The screen size was maintained by reducing the bezels, removing hardware like Soli in the top speaker, and adding a transmissive hole for the camera. This means there is no motion sense or dual speakers on this generation versus the 4XL. When it comes to the display, there have been user reports of a display gap on Pixel 5 devices, but I haven't noticed this on my device yet. Next, we have the battery, rated by Google to be between 4,000 and 4,080 milliamp hours. This is an impressive upgrade over the Pixel 4 XL's 3,700 milliamp hour battery when considering the 5's smaller footprint. Pixel 5 carries over the latest battery tech, which includes adaptive battery and extreme battery saver. Google states the battery can last up to 48 hours with the assistance of Extreme Battery Saver. We will be doing battery tests on the Pixel 5 as time passes and sharing these results. Fast charging by cable and wireless carries over to the Pixel 5. However, how the Pixel 5 charges this year is interesting. The 5 features an aluminum back that would normally create a problem for wireless charging. Google solved the problem by cutting a hole in the aluminum where the charge coil would be located and covering that hole with the previously mentioned bioresin material. Reverse wireless charging is a new addition to the Pixel 5. It allows you to use the back of the Pixel 5 to charge other Qi-compatible devices like the Pixel Buds. Reverse wireless charging is said to be automatically enabled when Pixel 5 is charging via cable. Following, we have memory, processor, and storage. The Pixel 5 gets a slight upgrade to 8GB RAM compared to Pixel 4 XL 6 and features the Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G. Missing on this generation is the Pixel Neural Core. 128GB is the only available storage option this generation. Next, we have the rear camera. The telephoto lens was exchanged for a wide-angle lens, leaving all other elements essentially the same. The ultra-wide lens is the highlight this year after it was left out on the previous generation Pixel. Moving on to the front camera, some features have been deleted and the field of view sees a slight decrease. The goal is to talk more about the cameras in a follow-up video. If you're looking to find out more about video performance, simply continue to watch the channel. All my videos are shot in 1080p with the latest Pixel devices, and based on history, audio and video tend to improve with every generation. 4K video would be an improvement, but the 1080p format allows faster and smoother processing for my video editing. Finally, we have security, and Pixel 5 also carries over the Titan M security module. What's special this year is the return of the Pixel imprint, Google's fingerprint unlock method. In the previous generation 4XL, we used cameras to assist with phone unlock, which quickly became useless when we started wearing masks. Face unlock also wasn't stable, requiring password entry often. Pixel imprint worked more consistently and also had a nice software feature, the ability to swipe down on the fingerprint sensor to pull down the notification shade. So now that we've gone over all the details, it's time to power up the Pixel 5, and I can tell you the power button is easy to find here, and this is going to look really nice. Now while this is powering up, I want to let people know we are looking forward to applying a screen protector to both the front display and the rear camera module. I also have some cases that I want to try on the Pixel 5 that we want to review. That way you can understand what cases are out there, and hopefully it'll help you make a good choice when you're looking for a case. Now here we have the famous Google colors. It just makes everything look nice. And what I like about Pixel devices is that they're super easy to set up. All the instructions are right here. So we're going to tap start. So now we're at this activating screen, and it looks like we're going to have to connect to Wi-Fi. And now it's getting our phone ready. Now this screen here is a good reason why I like to do the startup in the video. Here we have copy apps and data, and this is pretty easy. All it wants to know is if you want to copy your apps and data from your previous Android device and put it all on this new device. That way you don't have to start all over with setup. Now personally me, I like to have a fresh start every single time, and it really allows me to do basically a digital cleanse. So I'm going to tap on Don't Copy. And now we're at the sign-in screen where we'll sign into our Google account. Now on the previous screen, we completed signing into our Google account and we accepted terms of service. Now here's another reason why I like to do startups. Sometimes you'll encounter errors, not everything goes smoothly. So I tried to activate my service on this device, and basically what it's saying is that I have to finish setup before I can complete it because it didn't work just now. So that being said, we're going to tap next. Now here are some things that are automatically enabled that we can turn off when we're doing the setup. You can see that we have backup to Google Drive. Basically that's just going to be your data, again automatically enabled. We have use location, that's automatically enabled. We have allow scanning, which allows the phone to scan for Wi-Fi networks, again automatically enabled. Scrolling down more, we have send usage and diagnostic data, again automatically enabled. And then the last one we have at the bottom here is install updates and apps. Now you can see there's no slider there, which I find a bit odd. Basically what it's saying is that when you click accept, you are allowing your phone to install updates and apps. So I'm going to leave everything as is, and I'm going to tap accept. And then we have additional legal terms. We're going to tap I accept. Next, we have the set screen lock screen, and you can skip this if you like, but I recommend doing it. So I'm going to enter my PIN now. And then it asks you to re-enter your PIN for verification. Next, we can unlock with Pixel Imprint, and I'm actually going to set this up a little bit later, but if you wanted to set this up yourself, you would just click next. Now, because I'm skipping it, I'm going to tap skip. And then we could continue setup, or if we want to finish it later, we can leave and get a reminder. So normally I would tap continue, but for this video, we're going to do things a little different, and I'm going to tap on leave and get reminder. Now this next screen is basically apps that Google would recommend, and you can uncheck the ones that you don't want, but I'm going to keep all of these, and if I don't want them, I can always delete them later. So I'm going to tap OK. And now it's getting our phone ready. And now we have a screen for the dark theme feature, and it says you can save battery, but I also think it's easier on the eyes. So I'm going to keep it dark, and then I'm going to tap next. And now this is going to give us a quick demo on how to navigate home. Basically, you would swipe up from the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to tap next. We have another gesture, and it basically tells you how to switch apps. You're going to swipe up from the bottom of the screen, hold, and then release. And I'm going to tap next. So the nice thing about the startup is that it walks you through how to use the phone. The next tutorial is on how to go back. Simply swipe towards the middle from the left or right edge, and I'm going to tap next. So this is very nice. You're getting visual cues on how to do all of this. Now this next screen is interesting. It shows you how to trigger your Google Assistant without using the key phrase. And this is important because again, on the Pixel 5, we don't have that active edge that was seen on previous devices. So what this is saying is swipe up from either bottom corner of your screen, and then you can start talking to the assistant when that bottom of the phone glows there with the Google colors. So that's going to be an important feature to remember if you're coming from a device that had that active edge. This is going to be the new way you're going to do it. And we're going to tap next. And this is pretty much the end of the setup. We can swipe up to get started. So here we are at my main screen, and I'm going to end the video on this. I'm not going to go through all the customization right now. I'm going to keep it pretty much simple so that I can work on writing content for the next videos while keeping this device in a simple setup. And then I'll do customization later. So final thoughts. Personally, I'm excited about the Pixel 5. I'm glad the Pixel 5 is more affordable, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough to get it into more hands. Strangely enough, I'm also glad that Pixel 5 forces me to downgrade in phone size. It was like every year I was getting a bigger and bigger phone. Now, I didn't notice this as a problem until I tried to insert the Pixel 4 XL into a controller mount for cloud gaming. Initially, I was disappointed to see a lot of features removed from this generation, but I also noticed there's a lot of beneficial things that have been added. I look forward to continuing this video series, so make sure you stay tuned. So that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and found it useful, please leave a like. If you're watching this on YouTube and have any questions or comments, as always, drop those down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Now, there are 3 ways you can support the channel and podcast. The first way is to click on the Amazon storefront link found in the description below. There you'll find items that I have bought or would like to buy, and anything that you do buy from the storefront does support the content. The next way you can support us is just by sharing this content with someone who might enjoy it or find it useful. And the last way you can show your support is just by clicking the subscribe or follow button. Now, liking and subscribing are important because those are ways to vote on if you like the video or the podcast. Liking and subscribing are also important for new viewers and listeners. When new viewers and listeners see likes and subscribers, they think that the content is helpful, worth watching, and listening to. So that is pretty much it. And until next time, Leon checking out.